What the fuck are we doing here? This is River City Soccer Hooligans, our first foray onto the Nintendo DS, which, as you can tell, means that the presentation of this has to be a little bit different because we're dealing with two screens here. This comes from the way by Avit Nigata. So as you can imagine, this is very much a Japanese game, but it did have a Western release, so we are looking at that. And I think we're dealing with some chibi art style, would be my guess. Now, everyone has like what their preferences are in terms of how they like if they do emulation for the DS. Personally, I just do my emulation literally on the DS. But when it comes to playing on a PC, for the purpose of the streams, it's a bit more beneficial to do it horizontal. So, left screen is your top screen, bottom screen is the right. And oh my god, wait, this is the main menu. I can move the ball around on the main menu. That is pretty cool. Look at that. Look at that. Hyper dash during dash. Oh shit. Do you know what? Why don't football games just do it that way? Don't have me press down the button. Have me double tap to move. Brogan, hello. How you doing? How's it going? Yeah, like, this is definitely the first kind of chibi art style football game we've come onto our list of games so far. Alright, so that's how we dribble. Jump. Okay, we can jump. And hoof the ball away. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, this might just go to the top of the list already. And he backflips it off as well. Look at that! Wow. Look at that, it's like a bicycle kick. That is wild. Alright. What do you have options wise? You can adjust the sound and load save data. Well, that's pretty minimalist. Practice mode, improve your techniques. River City League. Challenge for all the world's soccer leagues and aim to be the world's best. Use any team you like and battle against your CP or your friends. I'm guessing that's exhibition mode and that's what we're looking for. So let's try that. PK style game, a 2v2 game type, maximum 4 players. Play against CPS. Thank you very much. I mean, this is the thing, right? So there are like an astonishing amount of football games, and you know, I've played a bunch of them growing up, but I do really want to kind of like dive in to find all the really fucking weird ones as well. So I've got a real, like, kind of broad strokes picture of, like, because a guy whose YouTube account you should absolutely go watch, Sean Shonston, who does, like, great PS1 stuff. His last video he did, he had, like, the mission, so the mission was an advert, a commercial from, like, the late 90s, early 2000s, where a bunch of very famous football players tried to, like, get football from, like, a French museum or whatnot. And they turn it into a video game, which is completely insane. And it's terrible. But it exists. And that's the kind of shit that really excites me. So, what are these flags? Oh man, there's a good chance I might be putting this game at the top of the list. Yeah, because when I think of England, I think of like a mace or a ball and chain. Yes, piranha, I guess. Argentina, bananas. Korea, dragons. Thailand, lions. That horse is real fucking happy about life. God bless him. Or random, I guess. Germany, you just get a G, you know. Could even put, I guess you're not getting like a pint of beer on here. I'm guessing Nintendo were like, nah, we're good. Do you know, I think for the purple haired eye, I think I gotta be Mongolia. Also, what a weird selection of teams. You know, you got your obvious ones, but how the fuck did Mongolia get into here? Alright, It's teeth against teeth. I think that's how it's got to be. Oh, well, we are in Mongolia, or I'm Mongolia, so we'll select the Asian. If it rains, dirt fields get muddy, sand has no rain or thunder, but it's hard to run in. Oh shit, so there's like actually some depth to how the conditions are. Worse conditions are, the larger the puddles will get. We'll go with alright. You select yeah. I want to see what like this actually looks like with rain and whatnot. You can select how often lightning will strike during the game. You can select how often a tornado will come. What the fuck is this game? Oh my god. Yeah, I think a normal amount of tornadoes seems like a reasonable option to have. Man, this is a real trip. See what the weather will be like during your match. Change your formation. I'm not going to worry about that. Change the background music for the match. I'm really hoping the gameplay holds up. If the gameplay is like, there's nothing to it, I'm going to be fucking heartbroken. Oh, this could have just been an F-Zero song. River City FC's theme. I mean, this must be the official song, so this is the one we have to use, obviously. Alright, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Please, please be playable. That's all I ask for. Oh, yep, fucking tornado straight away. We ain't. Oh, hang on. Okay, immediate problem. The camera is way too close to the action. I need a bit of distance to work with. I think I'm only allowed to play as one player. Yeah, I can't swap to another player, so I think I've only got the one player. That's disappointing. Man, it'd be great to get the ball once. There we go. Oh! Oh, God, I'm wrecked. I'm murked. There's a real Shaolin soccer kind of vibe to my players. I feel like the lightning is a bit excessive. Kind of makes it difficult to actually, like, do anything. Okay, we have the ball. How can I actually, like, move? Oh, why am I so slow? Why am I so slow? Okay, so that, like, zooms me in, but can I zoom out? Can't zoom out. I just want to be able to, like, my player moves, like, what the fuck? What the... There's something here. I don't know whether it's just there's too many layers of, like, complexity or depth to, like, the actual gameplay, or maybe it's even, like, because the pitch is waterlogged that's causing the issue. I wish I could run. Do you know what? Do you know what? I'm gonna do another match, and I'm gonna turn off all the weather conditions. But because I need to see, because for a start, like my play just moves too slowly, and I don't know whether it's like because it's a DS game, but maybe there's like some sort of swiping touch controls that I obviously can't compensate for, and that's the problem I'm gonna have with DS games, obviously, if that is a factor. But also, maybe it's like Mongolia. Maybe just the players are really slow. I don't know. Right. Good conditions. None. Right, let's play it straight and see what happens. But, like, that character model looks right out of... Was it River City Ransom? I think they look right out of that, but then I think a lot of those kind of chibi art styles look quite similar. But the real deal breaker immediately is the fact that I can't. That's fucking wild. Yeah, the real deal breaker is the fact that. Okay, I can double tap. And that gets me sprinting. Alright, we've finally done something. Get in! I forgot about the double tap. I don't think fouling is a thing in this game. Pretty sure I could just wipe out my opponent without too much... I guess they can do the same to me as well. Alright. Let's do something. We got a shot. Fuck. I can fucking alligator roll on the floor. What benefit could that possibly serve? What was the name? River City Hooligans Soccer for the DS, 2010. Every game that I do, there will be a VOD that goes up, like, so for the stream. So I do 4 games per stream, and then each game gets its own VOD. So it will be available on that to watch. But yeah, River City Hooligans. I'm guessing there's probably some sort of story about, like, building your team and your player. But I've got to be honest, the gameplay feels way too lacking to be something that I think I'd want to spend more than, like, a match or two playing. But, like, it's the fact I can jump with the ball, for fuck's sake. Look at that. Look at that. That's great. Like, even trying to pass, everything doesn't feel like it does the thing that you want it to do. But I can do kick-ups. So, it's... Man, this is going to be the most conflicting game to try and review, for sure. Because I guess there is, like, the conversation to be had about, could you do a football game that plays like a football game, but also is way more than that? And the obvious, like, example is Mario Strikers. And I think the Mario Strikers games are really great. Like, I really like that last one on the Switch. But could you, could like you have like an indie version or a small team make something that kind of fits this sort of mold? God, now I'm gonna go play some of that Strikers game again. Apparently, it's based on Kunio-kun no Nekutsu Soccer League for the Famicom, but I guess with some sort of River City series connection. Yeah, like that's one of the characters. Like really looks like the River City sprite. So that, yeah, sure. Which one am I didn't even check to see. Am I going to the right? And I didn't even actually, like, see, if you look on the right, like, the players are kind of, like, calling out what they're doing or what they're going to do next. Yeah, there's loads of, like, little touches that are really neat, but it's just not that great to play. And I just, Hey, a goal's a goal. However it goes in, they all count. I wish you could play as all the players. Like, the fact that you're limited to just the one. It's one thing when you're doing Be a Pro and you have the perspective of being able to see the whole pitch. But it's really frustrating that the camera is so restricted in terms of what you can see. Like, everything other than the core gameplay is great, and it's just that really fundamental thing that holds it back. Always get a bit too greedy there for a second. Previous DS games set in River City, but maybe by another developer that also led to this. Potentially. I'm definitely gonna have to look and see what other DS football games we have. I don't know if any of them are going to be as mental as this, but one can hope. Alright. How do we actually do power shots? What the fuck was that? I'm sorry, that was a... Jesus Christ. Imagine if that had gone him. Oh, so are you listening to this song? There is no need for this song to go as hard as it does. Oh, right. Didn't even register where my player was. I got distracted by the soaring keyboard solo. I like that you can basically hit the ball at your teammates as well. That's not me, no, that's not me. Oh my god, that was a trip. Of course he's eating a Frankfurter. Of course he's eating a Frankfurter. Let's play up the stereotypes, why don't we? Jesus. Oh man, alright, let's just go back a second, see if there's anything, like, so River City League, like, challenge for the world's mission, fulfill conditions in normal and hard mode, win the game to clear it. Clear the game a bunch of times for something good. Oh wow. Give you all the items you obtained in the River City League. So is this... Oh, what? Man, this guy's buff. I've never seen a chibi character that buff before. Holy shit. Whoa! Now, you know they're buff when they can explode gym equipment. Wait, am I picking my opponent? Select opposing team. Alright. So it just takes us to a match. Okay, right. We'll leave it there then. Oh man, that was a ride. That was a real wild ride. My god. I tell you what. If nothing else, I'll be stunned if we get another game that has that much going on across this series. Whoo! River City Soccer Hooligans is its proper name. Got the soccer and the hooligans wrong way round. Man. So obviously the most heartbreaking thing is that like the actual core gameplay of moving the ball around is really restricted and doesn't feel particularly great. Everything else about the game around that, 10 stars, 10,000 stars, 2 thumbs up, 1,000 thumbs up, like greatest thing I've ever seen or played in my life. But the actual fundamentals, oh my god. Oh, how do I, because, you know, like I can look at like Konami Soccer, which purely is start the game and that's it. But at its fundamentals, as a game to play, is something that I could play more than 3 minutes of, and not like want to throw the controller out the screen. The thing that I said on the last game, in comparison to like Virtua Striker, is at its core, is this something that I would sit down and play with someone else? And I really don't think so. I think we'd both, you know, every now and again you'd pull off a trick shot like the diamonds firing, but getting to the moment where you could do that, and again because you're limited to playing as just one character, means that the enjoyment of that is in very small minor bursts. And I think really at the core of it, what this game is trying to do, you are better off just going to play a Mario Strikers game where you get a lot of the kind of goofiness here, but in a much more kind of polished experience. And in particular, that last Mario Strikers game for the Switch was one of my favorites from, what was it, 2 years ago now, I think that came out. So while the initial wow factor or the initial vibes that hit you, like if we try and be sensible about this, if we try and use science, which is what we're trying to do here on this particular project, once the excitement dies down, is this a thing that I would really recommend someone to play? No. The thing I'd recommend going to look at, you know, watch like 5 minutes of footage or just watch this video. But it's not a thing I think that you can justifiably say, you know, hey, go and play this. Because, yeah, the vibes are there. The vibes are absolutely there. But as soon as you start playing it, vibes are gone. So, oh, where do we put this then? As I fling my controller away. I think we are dealing with the bottom half. It's definitely better than European Super League, because European Super League has no vibes whatsoever. And probably, like, gameplay-wise is marginally better, but I do think the vibes of River City Soccer can override that and overcome that. So it's better than that. The thing of Pitch Soccer just is meh. Mia Ham Soccer. Oh. Mayhem Soccer is so nondescript gameplay wise that even though this River City game is bad, it's bad. It really isn't particularly enjoyable to play. Mayhem is so nondescript in across the board that again, I think I'll let the vibes carry over and I'll put it above that. But I don't think I can go any further than that. Or could I? Could I go higher than Tengen World Cup Soccer? Or I don't think so. Tengen World Cup Soccer isn't particularly like it's not great, but it's got enough going for it in terms of like you could play more than one match of that, and you could play with someone else, and you're not gonna have the worst time possible. So I think I'd be really like push stretching it if I was to go any further than that. So I think we're gonna slap it into that 8th position. River City Soccer Hooligans. There we go. Which means that European Super League gets hoofed out of the top 10, which is not exactly a surprise. It's dreadful. And after this, I guess I should update my my rankings list because we're gonna have more than 10 going forward. So that is it. That is it for this stream and this particular VOD. I'm going to go figure out what next 4 games we're going to work with. We still got a bunch of consoles that we haven't used yet, so like there's plenty of room to find out what our first 3DO football game we'll look at will be, and from there. So thank you very much for dropping into the stream program. Always a pleasure. Check out the VOD for all these videos. They'll be coming out over the next couple of days. youtube.com/Lithium Project. No worries. The problem that I've got is I don't have a particular like time from when I'm going to do these. It's just literally, oh yeah, I got 2 hours spare. We'll just kind of get it done. So yeah, unfortunately, all I can say is just keep an eye out for a tweet. But again, the VODs will go up, so you can check out those. We've got with this, there'll be 11 videos that'll be out by the time this last one comes out. So keep an eye out for that. But thank you very much. Pleasure as always doing this. Been fun. This is recorded on a Friday, so everyone have a great weekend. But by the time this comes out, the weekend's already done. So I hope you had a great weekend regardless. Yes. No streaming schedule just yet. Maybe I'll get up to one at one point, but if I wasn't making a game and that had precedent and priority, then maybe I'd set up one, but alas, this is purely just when I have 2 hours spare. So anyway, we'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much for watching. Everyone have a great weekend. Stay warm, stay safe, stay sane, and yeah, till next time.